What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Zach. I want to say happy 42nd anniversary to my mom and my dad. Now, I know for a fact from to my mom, I know it's not easy right now, being that Dad's not here. Well, physically not here. Mentally, yes, here. Physically, no, not here. As you know, for those that have followed my journey from day one, my father passed away February 6th, 2019, from a massive heart attack, and only 59 years old. With that said, this the black do-rag that I'm wearing right now was his, and they got passed on to me. Now, with that also said, you see this black bullet right here on my chest. That, yes, is my dad's ashes that I got when he passed away, because he wanted to be cremated. And with that said, I carry those ashes on my neck or on my necklace everywhere I go. This does not leave my side. Does not leave my does not leave my necklace. And you know what? Yes. If I seem like I'm a little bit choked up, I am. This one, it's definitely tough, especially when you see your mom going through a day like today being the anniversary and her husband's not here, her husband or my dad's not here. It hurts. But again, also, I'll show you. If you can see that, I don't know if you can see the eagle real well. I'm trying to show you. I got that, honestly, also in honor of my dad. It was the day before Thanksgiving. It was the first day of Thanksgiving that we had without him. Well, since he passed away. But it was the day before that first Thanksgiving, since he passed away, that I got this eagle done in honor of my father. And you know what? I'm damn proud to carry that eagle. So yes, again, my voice seems like I'm a little bit shaky right now. This one's tough. It's always tough. But it's one thing that I always will share when it comes to my mom and my dad. I will always share that. This legacy for them. And for, there's so many people out there, as I've said, so many people out there, mom and I don't see eye sometimes on a lot of things. But, there's so many people out there that need to learn respect for their parents. Because there's so many people out there that don't give a crap. They don't give a shit about their parents. I've seen so many people disrespect their parents. And it's like, come on. Disrespect your parents. And you're disrespecting, not only are you disrespecting your parents, but you're disrespecting yourself. Because guess what? Your parents raised you better than that. They raised you to not be disrespectful to them. And like I said, I get it. You may have your times where you don't see eye to eye with your parents on whatever the case may be. That's understandable. Everybody goes through that. We all go through, that kind of thing. But I promise you, your parents, that's your best friend. It may not seem like it in the beginning or at any time, if you get into an argument. But I promise you, look out, because if someone messes with you and your parents find out, then it's not going to be pretty. I can tell you that. Because I know that from experience. And you know what? I'm the same way. Even though my mom and I sometimes have our days where we don't see eye to eye on something, if I ever see someone disrespect her, guess what? Here I come. And no, I don't play nice in that, in that situation. If I see a loved one get disrespected, especially my mom or dad, yeah, pretty much I lose all manners. Because that's my family. That's my mom and my dad. Even though my dad passed away, still, if one of them gets disrespected, I'm going to lose all manners. It's one thing to disrespect them, to disrespect parents. But disrespect me, like I said, disrespect me and karma's got it. But disrespect my parents, when I see that, my parents get disrespected, I might lose all manners. But rather than that, if I see everybody getting treated right, we're good. You're on my, you're on my good side. Because I'm one of those that will give you the shirt off my back. I'm one of those people that are very protective of those around me. I will protect anyone through anything. And like I said, there's some people that are sometimes, like I said, we don't see eye to eye. And so many times I've told people, oh, I'm going to go do this, or I'm going to go to the gym 4 and 5 days a week. And it's been a while since I've actually been to the gym. Some of it, or a lot of it, is still trying to get in my truck. And, that's taken me a lot longer than I expected. That's taken me a lot longer than I expected. And because usually I'm the one driving to the gym, but I have mom or somebody, have mom take me right now, at least until I get my strength back, to where I can actually get into my truck and drive myself. So even if we get into it, maybe, we don't see eye to eye on something. That woman still has my back. My mom still has my back. And that's one point that I'm trying to make to you. No matter what you go through, no matter how many times you might disagree with your parents, or not see eye to eye about something, your parents always have your back. No matter what. Things like, again, anything I told you that I've been through, like when I told you I went through depression or whatever, anything I've been through. Yes. My mom has always been one that's always had my back. Through anything. Just as I have her back. Through anything. And just as I have your back also here on YouTube. Whatever you go through, I got you. Yeah, it may be something, or maybe a situation or situations that I've never been through. Okay? I've never been through this situation or that situation or that you might tell me about. Okay? I will look at that situation in the back of my mind, I'll look at that situation, in my mind, say, okay, this is how this person sees it, this situation or that situation. But here's how I would handle that situation. In other words, that's what I mean by when I say I'm gonna, I'll put myself, or I will put myself in your shoes and try to see your situation as you see it. And, as you tell me your situation, and I'll think about that situation, and I will think, okay, how will I handle that situation? How will I handle that? And then I will tell you how I would handle that situation. Try to give you my advice on the way I would handle things, Now, whether people take my advice or not, that's on you. But, again, I wanted to make this because I love I love both of my parents more than I can even explain. Even though my father has passed away, like I said, February 6th, 2019 from smart attack. I know I still, as I've shown you my tattoo, I still know that my guardian angel is watching over me, as he is my mom as well. So, Dad, if you're watching, as I make this YouTube video right now, you taught me well. You taught me well. You taught me, take those cards that you're dealt with, play those cards. At first those cards may not be the best, but they can always turn into the best. And that's my mindset. Yeah, I have my low days, don't get me wrong. But everybody has those. At some situation or another, we have different situations. Because again, you only know someone's name, not their story. But you know what? We all have a 100% different, also 100% true story about us. I said, there might be a ton of people that don't understand my story. That know that I have low things, or low, statuses like I've told you about. But Um, that's what I go through. And as I've told people, look, no matter what you go through, you're going to get through. Because I'm going to go through it with you. And for those that know me, yes, I'm talking to those that know me. You also have my number. You can catch me that way too. For the rest of you, feel free to leave me comments on here. With anything that you go through or been through or whatever the case may be. And if it's something from your past, and maybe it's something from your past, and some people are embarrassed to talk about it. But guess what? I say let it out. Talk about it. Because again, there's no judgment here. I can promise you that. Because around here, whatever we go through, we get through. Sooner or later. I got you. Happy anniversary, Mom and Dad. I love you. Again, if you like my content, you like what you see and what you hear, please, please, please subscribe. If you subscribe and you comment when I respond to your comment, and I see that you have a YouTube channel as well when I respond, I'm gonna subscribe to your your YouTube as well. If I respond and I see that I'm not subscribed, I will subscribe to your YouTube. Even if I'm already subscribed to you, I will still respond to your comments. But again, if I'm not subscribed to your YouTube channel and you comment on this YouTube channel, on this YouTube video or any YouTube video, I will subscribe back to you. So keep being you. Keep smiling. Much love, and let's get it.